Are you sick of being tired and you want to get that energy back? We're going to go deep into everything that you can do to be more energized, and we're going to start right now. So fatigue can set in for multiple different reasons. It can be hormonal. It could be nutritionally related, which is often the case. It could be related to disease. It can be a lack of sleep. These are all reasons why fatigue can be an issue, but the big factor is, what does this mean for your overall training? So one issue that a lot of people have who frequently get tired is that they're having coffee too late in the day, or they're having their pre-workout too late in the day. Caffeine has a half-life of about 8 hours. So if we have coffee or pre-workout after 3 in the afternoon, that could lead to a disruption in our sleep. Ideally, most athletes should only take pre-workout 2 to 3 days a week. And I would recommend that you time those pre-workout days or those caffeine days on the biggest lifts of that week. So if you're a weightlifter, let's say it's day 1, day 4, and day 6, that's when you would time those big caffeinated days. Let's say you have a workout at 6 p.m. and you want to have that pre-workout, you want to have that caffeine rush. What I recommend doing is having that caffeine, and then right after you're done training, try to dim those lights as much as possible in your house. Try to get blue light to be non-existent, so you turn off your computer, you turn off your TV. Maybe even light up some candles, and that's going to help you try to calm down. Then you can have about 400 to 800 milligrams of magnesium, and that is going to help you calm down if you have to have that caffeine later on in the day. So one of those main factors is that you're not eating well enough. So a lot of athletes, when they want to cut weight or even when they want to bulk, they'll eat very specific foods that could have a negative impact on their overall health. They might cut specific things like cutting a ton of carbs, and over a very long period of time, this leads to a depletion in their glycogen storage, and then they feel flat when they're getting into the weight room. And when the athletes start to feel flat, they start to lack energy, and that even leads to a lack of cognitive ability, so they're not super focused when they get into the gym, and thus that leads to less stimulus and poor adaptation to training. And if you're feeling down, you want to improve your mental clarity, maybe you're struggling with some cognitive issues, I would recommend checking out today's video sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapists that might otherwise not be available in your specific area. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with the therapist in under 48 hours. Then you can schedule secure video and phone sessions, plus you can exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. You can even request a new therapist at any time for no additional charge. Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/garagestrength. That's BetterHelp.com/garagestrength. And we thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Now that we got your mind on track, it's time to get your body feeling right so that you're not always tired. There can also be a disruption of your circadian rhythm, and that in turn is going to lead to poor sleep or even waking up in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. Think about when you're traveling through various time zones and when you wake up in the middle of the night because you really should be sleeping. This can happen regularly if you're not getting outside and you're not setting up your sleep hygiene accordingly. Your sleep can also be disrupted by playing video games or watching TV or just being on the computer for hours prior to bed. The blue light can actually interrupt and confuse your brain, making it feel like it's actually outside and not prepared to get ready for bed. This is very similar to experiences that people have who live at northern latitudes. When they have 24 hours of sunlight, they struggle to get ready for bed. That's why they have blackout curtains. That's why video games, computer screens, and TVs should be avoided prior to getting ready for bed. This can slow down recovery and lead to a feeling of overtraining. I recommend that everyone avoids blue light after 8:30 at night to optimize their sleep patterns. Make sure that you get outside first thing in the morning. I think that's really, really important to trigger your overall circadian rhythm. I also recommend around noon getting 2 to 3 hours or as much sunlight as possible from noon into the rest of the day, because this helps your body learn your regular rhythms, and that in turn leads to a better fluctuation of your overall energy. I recommend trying at least 1 month of no blue light after 8:30. That includes you, all of my elite world-class athletes that are watching this right now. Go 1 month and try to monitor your sleep patterns on a Fitbit or a Garmin and see what actually happens. See how you recover and see how you feel. And then comment down below and let us know how much it improved your overall recovery. Another issue that could be occurring is there might be some hormonal problems. A lot of 20-somethings feel absolutely invincible. And then all of a sudden, something happens. They might start to feel like crap. They might start to get more fatigued. They don't realize how poorly they're managing their stress, and that really starts to make them downtrodden and beaten up. I can relate to this. I never got blood work done, and then around 27, 28 years old, something horrific happened, and I started to feel absolutely atrocious. And so what happened is I got diagnosed with Lyme disease, and this was something that I struggled with for 2.5 years. The sad part was I never had gotten my baseline blood work done when I was 20 or 25. What I recommend doing is try to find that baseline blood work, so if you do start to feel fatigued later on in your years, you have that baseline that you can refer back to and then start to gauge what's going on physically and hormonally, or obviously your doctor can help you figure that out. I would recommend trying to get your testosterone checked, your free test. Get all of your white blood cells and red blood cell count thoroughly checked, and then look into things like estrogen or estradiol, and even start to look into things like progesterone, thyroid hormones, T3, T4, TSH. All of these different things can contribute to a thorough blood panel. So we went over all the reasons why people feel tired. We covered various issues that lead to that fatigue, and then we gave you reasons and methods that you can use to try and get over that fatigue to help you feel more energized. And if you need some mental stimulation, make sure you follow our brand new channel, Peak Strength, on YouTube. And if you need help with your nutrition, click on the link down below, head over to garagestrength.com, and you can pick up our nutrition program. Our high performance nutrition program is designed to help you feel more energetic and recover from your everyday training. Because remember, if you want to become a freak, you've always got to cultivate your power. Peace.